I'm Julia Pinkham, and I'm a martial artist. This is the Tai Chi Fit, Tai Chi for Veterans Bamboo Fusion Flow Show. It's every Monday at 11:30. We're coming to you live streaming through the TaiChiFit.net Flow Show calendar, and you can watch on demand on Facebook and YouTube. So share, like, follow, subscribe, join us in person, virtually, in the Zoom room, or on demand. And there's a whole new series of classes on the schedule. So you can get on a class all day and night every day, it looks like this week. So that's exciting. And if you're new, there's nothing to learn or do, and you can just follow along, and we're going to practice getting in flow. And come on over and we'll get started. It's Judy. Yes. So we'll start at the beginning, and it's pink clouds arriving in the present moment. Hands in the prayer pose to the heart. And then we settle and rise back, looking up and surrender. This is the sinking the chi motion, and we're going to sink and let go. Let that chi go. We're gathering and releasing, opening and closing, rising up and connecting hands, mind, thought, and action. We're slowing down. It's so good for us to arrive in this present moment, wonderful moment. And here the feet go hip and shoulder width apart, and you can just step to either side, and the doors open and the arms rise up like a puppet, like a string from a puppet, like a marionette, and then the body releases like that rag doll as the hands slide down like a mime, this invisible glass door. Letting go of tension and stress in the mind and in the body. From the bottom, you can challenge your strength and stability and sit down into that invisible chair, reaching up, looking up, expanding the heart and the waist, and the hips rise up and the hands slide down that glass door, going back to opening the door. And the shoulders, hips and knees soften, and the face softens, and the chest and the heart open. Sinking down, stay where you are, challenge yourself, maybe go a little lower. You can lift up, you can feel your thighs burn, or stay right where you are, wherever you feel safe. Honoring and respecting the body, we're going to drift. We're getting into the flow, drifting side to side, like petrified wood down the river, just gently rolling. And then the hand, foot, heel, toe. And you can then add in the hand over the heel, toe. And it'll be a continuous circle, and the two hands come together. Strike a pose. Grab your instrument, playing the harp, strumming the guitar. Everything comes in, the hands come in, and the base of the body widens, folding from the waist. Just fold where you feel comfortable and come back up. And then we'll fold again. You can get a little bit more depth. Go a little lower. And come back up. Preparing for spring. This is an old man digs in the garden. And you go straight down through that deep stance, and it's a circle. So we go from our face down the center of the body through the tripod to the center of the earth, and then up and from the chest over the head. We'll just flow like that waterfall right down and bubbling through the spring. We're uplifted like anti-gravity coming through the bottoms of the feet, up through the waist and chest. Gathering chi, gathering life force, gathering energy, and then spending loving kindness and compassion in and letting go out. And you can go as low, squatting down, or stay high on your horse, sending Cupid's arrows out from your heart. Stay in that wide stance, either side. It's like from the beginning where we're standing on the mountain. We open to the horizon, expanding. Pink clouds, orange, ombre like the sunrise, changing colors, opening, expanding, and then, hi, welcome, join us. We're just opening the clouds, flying across, soaring like the arms become a giant bird span, flying out over the mountain, over the horizon, and then come to the center. Right where you are, you can join us, and we're gonna sway, bend and sway in the tropical breeze, folding like the palm fronds, warming up the whole body, and then the hands like calligraphy brushes paint the sky and press and brush. And it's a continuous motion, so you just circle back to the beginning, down and around and over and across the sky, and rewind. Everything returns to the center and arc up overhead, and then we'll settle in and warm up the other side, hand to face and palm to the hip together, warming up the whole body, softening and strengthening the knees and back and hips, and letting the shoulders and the chest open and flow. Brush strokes across the sky. You just create the space in front of you like a tropical breeze. And then return to your center, wind back, and we'll break this down one side at a time. So this is Tai Chi swimming. And it's the backstroke or the hand over the shoulder presses forward as if you had the ocean propelling you from side to side, and switch sides, swimming through the generations, pressing from the chest, and then opening the side, folding over your shoulder, and then we can do all together, forward and back, opening the back, opening the front, and the hands rise, connected like the moon over the horizon, and then dripping the side, the moonbeams reflect on the ocean at night, and you rise up to the center and drip over to the other side, opening the rib cage, opening the side of the body, and preparing for this triangle pose. We're going to reach out, warming up, pull yourself into shore, grab the tow rope, and then drop anchor. And from there, you can just slide yourself down until you feel safe. And when you're ready, lift that top hand up, and the whole body comes right up together, standing, and to the other side. Warming it up, hand to chest, pull yourself in, and then drop your anchor and slide down to wherever you want to stop in this triangle pose. And the hand, reach yourself up, and like the rag doll, we stack our bones, head over chest over hips, and we'll continue. One of my favorite motions. This is wave hands like clouds. And the hands float like clouds across the sky, passing two ships in the night, crossing at the side, and then dragging across the sky. We're going to drop anchor, and the top hand forms an anchor, and then step out, single whip. Softening the shoulders, softening the face, opening the heart, opening the chest, and then let that go from side to side. Step in to step out on the other side, and the hand looking towards the fingertips. And we're going to reverse this motion. So we'll do single whip one time, and then the hands going up like the stars of the Milky Way, and then continue down and around and through, sneaking the snake through the grass, going as low as you feel your body and your base give you the space and flexibility, and continue. And then step in and wave the clouds over to the other corner. Settle your anchor in and your force field of protection, the single whip. Everything rises up and continues down and around and through. Expanding, going as low as you want, and coming back up. And we'll dive down and around and through. Everything comes in. And this is the Tai Chi symbol. The wave hands, white crane spreads its wings. So you become like this yin yang symbol. And it's an empty stance. So we're going to touch softly with our toe to prepare to challenge our balance. So as the wings spread, you can fold from the waist, glancing at your reflection, testing the waters, and rise back up with a diagonal 45 degree from the pulse to the bottom corner. Glance at your reflection and rise back up. And we'll prepare to do the tree pose. So after we fold, gather the foot comes up with the wings and everything to the center. And we're waiting in the stability and the strength, pausing for reflection, and return to the crane with the empty stance, with the toe touching to anchor our balance on that empty foot. Fold and reflect, and gathering up, rising up, everything returns to the center. Embrace the moon, and the hands come to the center of the body. And this is the sparrow's tail. So we're going to roll that moon in front of us, warding off. The top hand goes to the bottom. And like threading a needle, you dive in and roll, rotating the moon over to the other side. Warding off. We're going to break it down and then put it back together. So you dive in and roll your moon around to the other side. If you want to, step out and widen that stance. You'll have more room to roll back. And we just throw it around so we can roll back again, yielding, softening, becoming like water. We're getting into the flow. We go forward, wrapping around to hold the moon on the other side. Step out and reach up to roll back, yielding, softening. We're going with the flow, getting out of our way, streaming through life together. And then it's a forward, rotate the moon, step out and ward off one time, reach up and roll back, and then it's a double press to the corner. This is a force of protection, shielding, defense. And push off your back foot all the way out to the front palm, and then dive in and roll your moon around, light, white, water, beaming, dripping, flowing, and squeeze light into the crack, squeezing into the corner, opening and closing. And it's down and around and through. I go back always to the moon, to the center, to the light. And then we're going to add in this push, and it's a 2-player, so it's like you push me, and I bring that Tai Chi ball in, and I send it across the ethers, and you can stick your fingers and tap it back and touch, and we're practicing listening and open the heart all together, dancing through life, sensing and receiving, sending out. So I bring that Tai Chi ball in and send it out to you. They catch it, bring it in, and send it back out to me. And we're yielding and sending. And then together we'll open the heart. We'll put the whole thing together, and we'll ward off and roll back and squeeze to the corner and bring it in and send it out and opening the window and to the other side. Squeeze that sparrow by the tail and release it. Welcome. And the end is like the beginning. So we're going to go back, opening heart. And it's spring-loaded, so the joints collapse and release so they can open like a chain link, like a marionette. Everything softens and circles from the inside, sending out in all directions. And soften the face and soften the ways. And we're sinking the chi, and it's like a Buddha belly, lifting up and let everything go. And the hands to the heart, to the chest, sending out in all directions. Last one, lift it up, let everything go. We're going to keep that flow with us. And that's the Tai Chi Fit Bamboo Fusion Flow Show. It's every Monday morning at 11:30. It's Eastern Standard Time. I do have a positive thought for the day to share with you. And I've been reading on longevity this year. And the benefits of exercise to increase our strength, stability, flexibility, mobility through our aging is not to be outweighed by any other intervention and prevention. So, it's so important, this Tai Chi practice, for our health. So thanks for joining me this morning, Candy and Judy, and welcome back, and have a great week.
Thank you.
You're welcome.